Hi all, I'm recording this video to show you how to install the Sqoop on your virtual machine, which is on sudo distributed mode. And like we did Pig, Hive and HBase, we have to follow the same thing for this Sqoop also. First and foremost thing, you have to find out the stable version of Sqoop out of your Apache portal. And here we are going to install Sqoop 1.4.6 as your version, and this is the URL that I need to go into and get this one. So as you know, we have to, in first and foremost thing, the first step you have to do, you issue the wget command along with the complete URL, okay, along with your zip file. So okay, just open the terminal. Okay, I'm just opening the terminal. Okay, cd, and this is the place where I am. So on this one only I'm going to install my HBase. Okay, so just paste the command whatever I have. Okay, issue enter. So this is started downloading, so it will take some time, and once this is done, we'll be moving on with the next step. Okay, this is done. Okay, so now we have to now we have to follow the next step. Okay, let's move on with our next step. What is the next step? So we have to untar the zip file. Okay, we have to untar the zip file. This is the command that we will be using. So if you do here, and just now whatever I just downloaded, which is my Sqoop, this is my tar file. So I'm going to untar this one. Okay, xvgf okay, is the command for that, and Sqoop is the this one. Okay, so this is I'm untarring on my same location where I installed. Okay, so you can see here, this is my this one. Okay, so now I have to rename this one with name called Sqoop, because I don't want to refer my Sqoop folder directly with this complete name. So let me rename with this one too, just simply Sqoop. Okay, I renamed. So if you see that, I just am able to see the only Sqoop. Going forward, I can just refer the Sqoop instead of the complete name. Okay, so let's go on into this Sqoop and see what and all directories. You can see bin, conf, and libraries. These are the common things that we are going to see for each and every software. The same old here also. Okay, so once this is done, let's move on with our next step. Okay, so the next step is we have to set our Sqoop _ home path in my bash rc file. Okay, let me open my bash rc. So gedit, you know how to open bash rc. Okay, bash rc. Okay, so in that I need to set my export. What is that? Sqoop, all should be capital. Okay, Sqoop _ home equal to, you can have double quotes or single quote, either one is fine, home hd user, and what is that? Sqoop. Okay, this is the thing I have to use this one. Okay, the same old I have put in my instructions also. If you see here my instructions, this is what how I have in my instructions. Okay, and the same thing we have to set in a path also. Okay, the same path, what you have to do, instead of just taking this one, take this one, or just let me go back to my path here and copy my pig here all the way here and paste it after colon, and instead of put colon there, instead of pig here, I'm going to put as a Sqoop. Okay, so you have to save this one. Be careful here. $Sqoop sqop_home/bin. So what we are trying to, refer the path and putting that in the path directory. So once that is done, I am going to save and close it. Okay, once this is done, what is our next step? So we have to do this one, source -rc. Okay, and which is nothing but we are forcing our changes into -rc. Now if everything goes fine, if you issue the command called sqoop version, you should be able to see some of the version. So this warnings like you don't have H catalog and zookeeper, that's okay. We don't have to set any path for this one. That is a warnings which we can ignore. Okay, Accumulo is something like that, which is one more software that we will be using for this one, but it's not recommended also. Okay, so you can see here, if you are able to install your Sqoop successfully, you are going to see Sqoop 1.4.6 version that we have installed. Okay, we are able to succeed in installation of our Sqoop. So if you are not able to see this one, please check or replay this recorded videos again. Okay, so I'm going to keep this one probably here. Okay, this is all about installing your Sqoop, but I mean to run your import jobs of your Sqoop correctly, as we know, we have to have a MySQL also. So to make sure whether you are running MySQL on that, and one more thing you have to make sure here is you have to set this Hadoop _common _home equal to user local. These two you have to set these in your Sqoop environment file. So that will be getting that in our configuration location. If you see, if you go back here and see here, if you go back to conf, and here there will be one template here. So we have to copy this template into Sqoop Sqoop-env.sh. So just let me rename this one, mv, copy this one. Okay, this is just to make sure that you are setting the Sqoop environment variable and setting to your Hadoop home local. So once this is done, you have to do gedit, and this one instead of Sqoop template is this one. Okay, so in this location you will be having, you are recommended to set many things, but instead of just uncommenting here or commenting something else, so what I will recommend is just add these two lines, whatever I just have in my instructions, add these two lines at end, so that it will be easy for you to follow instead of uncommenting and commenting here. Okay, so here I'm just all the way I'm going here, and I'm putting here control V. Okay, so I'm exporting Hadoop _common _home equal to user local Hadoop. I hope you have installed your VM. If you are following my VMware only, you don't have to worry about that. I have installed my VMware Hadoop only in this location. But if you are if you did not use my VMware, my image of my VMware, if you are using others one, please make sure that wherever you are you have installed your Hadoop, you have to set that path here. Okay, so once that is done, save this one. Okay, so once this is done, so we are almost done with our installation. So to make sure that remaining part is related to MySQL. To make sure whether we have a MySQL is available on your machine, all you have to do, service MySQL D status. So you are checking the MySQL. If you are seeing MySQL ID stopped, it is something like that. You have already MySQL ID on your machine. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. If you don't have MySQL on your machine, this is the command to use this one. Okay, sudo yum install MySQL server. Definitely you will be having MySQL on your machine because it will come along with the Hadoop, Apache Hadoop. Okay, when you install Apache Hadoop, your MySQL will be installed automatically. So if you did not, so you can follow this one. Okay, once that is done, first you have installed your Sqoop, you have your MySQL ready. Then you have to set one more configuration, which is the MySQL connector. So whenever you wanted to import any data from RDBMS into HDFS file system, probably Oracle, MySQL or DB2 anything, we will be having, since we are going to use the JDBC concept here, so you have to have a connector. MySQL, if it is MySQL, you have to use the MySQL connector. If it is Oracle, you have to use the MySQL Oracle connector. So it's kind of driver for your import query. Okay, so we have to make sure this MySQL connector is there in your Sqoop lib, then only it should able to work out. So let's see. So you have to, as a default, you are not going to see this MySQL connector in your Sqoop library. You have to download this one explicitly and put it in your Sqoop lib library. Okay, so let me open this. This is a URL to reach to download your MySQL connector. So let me open my browser and browse this thing. Okay, and I'm going to browse this one. Okay, once you open this one, you are able to see two versions. You can either go with any one of this one. So since it is a tar one, I'm going to install the tar one. Okay, so I'm just clicking on downloading, so it will be added to my downloads. Okay, so I just clicked on download, and you don't have to log in and all, just no thanks, and just start my download. If you click on that, it will be asking you to save, so you can save to your downloads. So it's already downloaded. You can see here it's already downloaded. So let me go to my downloads. Okay, CD downloads. Okay, it is there on my downloads. Okay, so if you give LL here, this is my just now whatever I just connected this one. Okay, so what you have to do, we have to untar this one, untar XGVF, the same old concept, and we have to untar this one. We are untarring in my downloads only. So once I do this one, so I'll be having one directory here. So I need to go into this directory. Remember, this is not the tar file, this is not the jar file. Okay, this is the directory. You have to go into the directory, and if you see this one, this is the jar file that I have to locate, or I have to move this one into my Sqoop underscore Sqoop slash lib. Okay, so if you see here, copy. If I open one more library and one more terminal, I would like to show where I need to copy. So if you see here, Sqoop, we have added this one here, and if you go into lib, and under lib, this is where you have to add your MySQL connector. Since we are going to import the table from MySQL into HDFS, that is the reason you have to keep here. If you are importing, make sure if you are importing from Oracle, you have to use my Oracle jar file connector here. Okay, so what is the location here? Okay, this is one. Okay, let me move that one to move this thing. Okay, this jar file into this location. Okay, so just be careful here. Okay, I'm just doing this one. Okay, I did this one, I moved this one. If I give LL now here, I should be able to see MySQL. Okay, this is a MySQL connector. Okay, that's all. We are done. We are able to now run the import job. Okay, before that, we have to run our daemons. Should be keep up and running. Since I did not start my daemons, let me start my daemons. Okay, CD Hadoop underscore home SPL. Okay, start all.sh. Okay, you can see that my daemons are running now. Okay, if you just issue JPS, I should be able to see my all daemons are running related to my HDFS and MapReduce services. Okay, this is fine for our Sqoop. Okay, so let's go on. Let's go on and import our create one MySQL table and import that data into my HDFS file system. Okay, so MySQL user root. Okay, I need to start first one. Okay, So I need to start. I think I did not start over. So to start the service, so you have to use this one only. Okay, instead of start. Okay, HD user. Okay, it is started now. Okay, it has started now. Okay, let me issue the same thing here. Root. Okay, now I have just opened my MySQL shell. Okay, so let me run some of the. I'm going to create one table here. You can see, just to make sure that this is what I'm going to import that table into my HDFS file system. Okay, so sorry. So I need to use the database. Okay, I need to use the database. Okay. So show databases, and this is plain old SQL queries, and let me use test and show tables. Okay, nothing is there in that. Okay, so let's go ahead and create now let's go ahead and create my EMP table within that. Okay, create table name all values, just this plain old query, and after that let me load some data into this one. Okay, I'm loading some data. Okay, just all I'm doing, I just created one table and loading the data into it. Okay, so I have added 4, 5. Let me add 5 rows probably. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we are okay with this one. Okay, so let's select star from EMP. So these many rows I have. Okay, that's fine. Let me go ahead and a couple of rows. Probably I've inserted the same thing 2 times. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so this is what I have, these many rows in that. So I have to import this data into my HDFS file system. That is the main purpose of that we are going to have a Sqoop, right? So now let me run my Sqoop query. So if this is going fine, I should able to, okay, Sqoop import connect JDBC MySQL test username root employee and number of mappers are 1. So we have discussed. Okay, before that let me run this one. Okay, this should not be your always, you should keep your HDFS should be not in a safe mode. Okay, then only you will able to run some of the operation. Okay, HDFS DFS admin safe mode, name DFS admin. Okay, this is done, DFS admin. Okay, so there is a typo here, DFS admin. Okay, so I'm trying to leave my safe mode. If it is there, so it will be coming out of my safe mode. Once that is done, yeah, this is done. So let me run my query. Okay, this is the query, import query of my Sqoop. Just copy this. So make sure you are running this import query out of MySQL shell, not within the MySQL shell. Okay, so you have to remember this one. Okay, so now you can see now it is initialized. If everything goes fine, I should able to see one map reduce job should be triggered. Okay, this is running. So if you have any issues with the MySQL connector and all, if you don't have a proper installation that you have that we have did so far, if that is not correct, you might have not seen this one. You might have seen error saying that it is not able to locate the MySQL driver. Since your query has started importing, your query has started executing, and your map reduce is the one which is going to send your resource manager of your this table, you are going to see that one. So since you are seeing this one, we are able to succeed in Sqoop installation and able to import the data from MySQL into HDFS file system. Okay, later part about regarding the classes and all we are going to discuss thoroughly, but as of now this is the way of installing your Sqoop installation along with MySQL and connecting having the connector in MySQL and importing from MySQL into your HDFS file system. Okay, that's all I have. Thank you so much. The job will go on, and you don't have to look here. Okay, that's all I have for this Sqoop installation, and we'll talk to you later. Okay, thanks for watching.